In the cradle of civilization, on the plains of ancient Mesopotamia, stands a mystery that has fascinated scholars, believers, and explorers for thousands of years. A massive tower, a united humanity, and a sudden, divine intervention that changed the course of human history forever. Today, we uncover the truth, legends, and archaeological clues behind the Tower of Babel. The story of the Tower of Babel appears in the book of Genesis. After the Great Flood, humanity settled in a land known as Shinar. United by one language, they decided to build a city with a tower whose top may reach the heavens, their goal. To make a name for themselves, to avoid being scattered across the earth, to build something that touched the divine. But according to the Bible, God saw their pride and halted their project by confusing their language. Unable to understand one another, the builders abandoned the tower and spread out across the world. This moment, the confusion of languages, became one of the most iconic events in ancient scripture. But was Babel a real place? Many historians connect Babel with ancient Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, one of the first regions in history where large-scale cities emerged. Most scholars point to Babylon, a powerful city along the Euphrates River, and at the center of Babylon stood a massive step temple tower called a ziggurat. The most famous of these was Etemenanki, which means house of the foundation of heaven and earth. Ancient tablets describe it as reaching over 90 meters high, about the height of a 30-story building. To early civilizations, this was unimaginably tall, a staircase to the heavens. Could Etemenanki be the real Tower of Babel? Archaeological evidence shows that Babylon's Great Ziggurat once dominated the skyline. The tower was built from millions of sun-dried bricks, each stamped with the name of King Nebuchadnezzar II. He wrote, "I made it the wonder of the people of the world." But the tower was repeatedly damaged by wars, earthquakes, and time. By the time scholars mapped it in the 19th century, only its foundations remained. Still, the scale and ambition of Etemenanki matched the biblical description. A united people, a monumental tower, and a symbol that challenged heaven itself. But what about the sudden creation of different languages? Modern linguistics doesn't point to a single sudden event. Languages evolved gradually over tens of thousands of years. Yet the Babel story may symbolize something deeper: human pride, civilizational collapse, or the moment when ancient people realized how vastly different cultures and languages around them truly were. The story also appears in the myths of other civilizations: Sumerians, Assyrians, and even early Greeks, suggesting it may be rooted in a real cultural memory passed down for generations. Today, the Tower of Babel represents more than an ancient structure. It symbolizes humanity's drive to build, create, and reach beyond limits, and the consequences when our ambitions turn into arrogance. Artists across centuries have imagined the tower as a spiraling giant, disappearing into the clouds. Writers, historians, and explorers still debate its true location and purpose. And linguists continue to explore how human languages branched into the 7,000 spoken today. Whether a literal tower or a metaphor carved into early memory, the Tower of Babel remains one of the most powerful stories ever told. A united humanity, a tower to the sky, a sudden division that shaped the world. The Tower of Babel may be ancient, but its mystery still echoes today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries.